Damas y caballeros, muy buenos días. Mi nombre es Martín Jorge, miembro del
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Martín Jorge, member of the WBSC, and I welcome you to the first press conference of the World Cup U-18 that will take place here in Lima as of tomorrow, December 6th. Before starting, I would like to remind you that there is Spanish and English simultaneous translation for this press conference. You can access the translation by clicking on the interpretation icon at the bottom of your screen and select English or Spanish. You will be listening, if you leave the standard configuration, you will be listening to the live video.
For this press conference, you can access the simultaneous translation by clicking on interpretation at the bottom of your screen, where you can select English or Spanish to follow this press conference. La Copa Mundial de Soccer Femenino.
Women's World Cup U-18 will take place at the Villa Maria Sport Complex, venue of the Pan American Lima Games in 2019 from December 6th to December 12th. There will be 8 teams. They will play 30 games. The participating teams is US, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Chinese Taipei, Netherlands, Czech Republic, and Colombia, Puerto Rico and Colombia. In this press conference, and of course, the host, we have the coach of Colombia, Mexico, Peru, Puerto Rico, and Chinese Taipei. I will introduce each one of them, and I want to thank the head coach, Jamir Iriarte. Jamir, thank you very much for joining this press conference. On behalf of Mexico, we have Nancy Prieto. On behalf of Peru, we have the host coach, Katia Coello. On behalf of Puerto Rico, Carlos León. And by Chinese Taipei, Yu-Chun Tsai. To start, I would like to ask the 5 coaches the same question. And the idea is, how have you prepared for this competition? And what are your expectations and the goal for this World Cup? If you consider this okay, we will go in the alphabetical order. So it will be the first coach, Jamir, the first to start. How has been the preparation and the selection process for the players? What is the goal of Colombia for this World Cup? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for participating in this great event. The preparation of the national team of Colombia is based we have been working for 9 months. We started renewing the Colombian softball. We started with the U-15 South American, where we have the first event in order to restructure our softball through the base. In March, since March, we have 2 macros, and we are in that competitive phase with many athletes that were part of the different processes. I mean, from minor leagues, 15. We have athletes here that are 16 or 17 years old playing the World Cup. It's up to 19 years old. And we had several camps, preparation camps. We had some restrictions in our country. Our sports was hit by pandemics. I mean, some colleagues left, but thank God we are here. And we are trying to reorganize the Colombian softball. The main goal or the general objective, as you know, we are in a renewing process. We want for them to have experience as they did in the Pan American Games in Barranquilla that was recently completed. And our softball, it has not had a lot of competition because we have been for 2 years without competing. And according to the restrictions of Our authorities, because of health issues in the country, they were not able to get out and have international games. Anyhow, we have the dream that all the participating countries have to be in this World Cup and to do the best presentation and to move forward our Colombian softball. Thank you very much, Jamir. I ask the same question to Nancy from Mexico, the coach in Mexico. Has the team been preparing? How was the selection process and the goals of Mexico after a silver medal in Cali? Thank you. Good morning. Greetings for everyone, the organizers, my colleague coaches, Katia. Here in your country, I didn't know Peru. I am very pleased to see how kindness, the great kindness that you have. This is something very important. The pandemics really affected all of us. This process, we started in 2019, but in Mexico, it hit us really hard in some states, and we were not able to have any concentration with the whole team because in some states it was green, in some states it was red. So the work with respect to concentrations was not what we had scheduled, but we had the opportunity of having good tournaments. We were invited to a South American tournament in Ecuador. We went with U-15 girls, and of that team, I have only 2 girls that are my babies because they are small. They are the youngest that I have in my team. But this is important for their experience. We had a international World Cup. We invited Peru, we invited Guatemala, and the Mexican Olympic group was there with a Florida team. We had some rehearsal and some practice game that help us to auto-assess us. And in the direct process for these, the Mexican selection, we were invited to an international cup in Valence, Spain, in Valencia. So we have a set of games in Valencia. 10 of the girls that are here participated in that international cup in Spain. Then we went to the Pan American Games where we saw good level, and that helped us. And we are here with how the colleague is saying, we come for a medal. We're here to fight strong to get a medal, and we hope things will succeed. Thank you very much, Nancy. I give the floor now to Katia. Katia Coello, coach of the Peruvian team, the host in this World Cup that starts tomorrow. Katia, how is the preparation of Peru and what are the goals for this tournament that you are hosting? Thank you for participating and thank you for all the coaches, friend coaches that are here. We know, as Nancy was saying, how difficult has been this pandemic for all countries. We reinvent ourselves since this started in 2020. We were able to train only for 2 months in the field. Like this year, only until May, we were training at home. We just recently went to this cup in Mexico. It was very important for us. It helped us. And 3 weeks ago, we were training at home. At home you can do something, but nothing with respect to what our sport is in the field. And the girls participated in this World Cup, and we did it fine. So we had a lot of deficit in some areas, such as the offensive and pitching. And we also participated in the South American games in Ecuador. It was wonderful to play with Colombia, with Mexico, and the girls had a good participation. Of these girls that were in Ecuador, we have currently 4 that will participate in this tournament. We have a young team between 15 to 17 years old girls, which just participated as well in the Pan American Games in Colombia, and we believe that they had a good performance. Our athletes with high-level teams such as Mexico and Puerto Rico, we battle against the US, Colombia, and Argentina were there. And the proposal that we have is to play every day, every game, and to obtain the best result possible, because we have a young team and we want to do the best. This is our main goal. Thank you, Katia. Now I give the floor to Carlos Riol, Puerto Rico coach. The same preparation, selection process, goals, or objectives. So God bless you all. On my side, Puerto Rico, like all the other countries, have suffered as well the pandemics. But in our case, in Puerto Rico, we started this project for the qualifier that was in Colombia. In 2019, we selected a group of players in order to qualify for this World Cup, and that started there. We had some tryouts, we selected some players, and for the tournament that we just played, the Pan American Games, we selected a team of these tryouts. We were in Colorado, we were in Florida, and in Puerto Rico, doing what we call the tryouts, looking at the players to be selected. We had a lot of players with talent, so we decided as a national program to do two groups. One that were for the Pan American Games. We have 8 players, that the ones that were in the Pan American Games in Colombia a week ago, and here we will have 8 new players that will be integrated to these 8 that were in Colombia, so that the program will help the players to get experience and to go through that type of tournaments, and to strengthen what will be the new time for the adult team. We're trying to give opportunity to the best, the biggest amount of players, so as to see how they do and to be able to reform the adult team that led us to 4th position, like the young team. Thanks to that blend, we were able to get number 2, number 5. Now we are number 5. In the participating teams, I can tell you that the competition level, each team has strength. Teams are very good. We respect each one of the teams that is present. We have to go and play every day and to do the best. Some are better than others. We can supplement pitching with the style of the team, and this is interesting, very interesting. We have to respect the 8 teams, and we have to play every day and to do the best. We are going to respect each one of the teams. We're going to do the best, and we understand that our goal is to try to progress to the Final 4 and to try to get to that selected group of the Final 4 and to be able to achieve highest success, without forgetting that the experience for the player, it's going to be very important. So I wish you a lot of success to each one of you. And I know that they have been working hard because pandemics have affected all of us. So we haven't had a game. The first game will be tomorrow. I mean, we do not have preparation. We have not attended any tournament. We only came here to give opportunity to some players to gain experience. Thank you very much, Carlos. Clearly, And we end the first round of questions with the head coach of Chinese Taipei, Yu-Chun Tsai. The same question, the preparation process, the goals, what is the main goal here in Lima as of tomorrow?
OK，各位大家好，这次来这个球队都是以2019年的亚洲杯为主体，然后增加了3、4个年轻的选手来整理这个球队出来比赛。然后对于这次的期许，我是希望完成一个不可能的任务，希望可以带给不管是球队也好，我的国家也好，是一个完成不可能的任务。然后在这个整队之前，我们对这个球队里面都已经做好完全的准备了，所以希望说我们可以得到更好的成绩。然后对于来到秘鲁的这个神秘的国家，讲真的，延后了2年的比赛，大家都一直对这个秘鲁产生很多的很神秘。那来到这神秘的国家，觉得这国家带人也好，什么都还有接待也好，环境各方面都很好，让我们都很完善的在这边比赛，参加比赛，然后在这边虽然说是泡泡条款，可是大家在饭店里面都吃的也好，住的也好。那也谢谢秘鲁给我们的接待，然后这个国家人民都很友善，谢谢。
To us, Peru is a mysterious country, and it is our pleasure to be able to compete here. Various preparations have been made after we get the qualifications in the Asia Cup. So including on-site and off-site training as well. And most of our players are the players who participated in the Asia Cup in 2019. And of course, we also have added 4 young players as well. And the only expectation we have in this tournament is to achieve all the impossible things. And we would like to thank Peru because because we do feel the passionate from Peru, and we really have a very good attention in this travel. And thank you.
Bueno, muchas gracias a los 5.
Well, thank you very much. 5 coaches. Now we open the Q&A session for the journalists present. In order to ask a question, raise your hand. You will see a button to raise your hand so we can give you the floor and introduce yourself with your name and the name of the media. The first question for Miguel Toledo. Miguel, you can talk. Good morning. Can you hear me? Yes. I wanted to ask the coach of Peru, how after being the first 4 in Cali and to see the competition level of the groups that are here in this U-18 tournament. Thank you, Miguel, for your question. The girls are quite enthusiastic. They have, we know the experience of Mexico and Puerto Rico. As I said before, they are among the first in the softball world ranking. And the fact of seeing the matches that they had in Cali, it was 1-0 with Mexico. We lost with the bronze medal. So I think the girls have a good of enthusiasm, and they really want to do and to give everything. I mean, they are used to do it, and they will fight for each match. It doesn't matter who is the opponent team. Well, thank you. The next question, Janina Gonzalez. Good morning. Can you hear me? Yes. I have a question for the Peruvian coach as well. In spite of the recent reactivation of this sport, in this year we have obtained a good results. You were well positioned in the recent Pan American Games in Cali. I would like to know what is your expectation for this World Cup, the main goals, the main objectives, and what is your position, your aim? We're talking about a high level. It's a World Cup, athletes that will move to major category. We have a young team. We have lost 6 athletes of this team because of scholarships and injuries. So the expectations are high. We are going to face opponents of a very high levels like Chinese Taipei, Netherlands, Puerto Rico, Mexico, US. So I said that to go for each match every day and to give the best for each match. That is our expectation. And if you do the best, we will get the results because we're talking about a very high level here. Miguel, you had another question?
Miguel, ¿tenías otra pregunta? Perdón. No.
I do not know if Miguel asked for the floor again. Good morning, can you hear me? Yes, I wanted to ask to all coaches present, what do you think about the facilities of softball in Villa Maria, the stadium, the field, to start playing as of Monday, this World Cup?
Vamos por orden de vuelta. A ver, Jamir.
So go back again, Jamir. We can start with you. Thank you. Thank you for your question, Miguel. I would like to congratulate the Peruvian Softball Federation because they have excellent facilities. I will stay for my life here, coaching here, because the status, the condition of the field of play and all the means that you have to work, they have really, it shows dedication and enthusiasm. So I just want to express my gratitude and my congratulations to the organization for what they have here right now in Peru to develop softball. Thank you. Congratulations. Nancy? They have a first level facilities here. I didn't know it before, but I was looking at the qualifiers that were played here, but to see physically and to be there, they are at first level. I mean, and I congratulate you for having that type of facilities and support. Yeah, Marisa and Vanessa, Katia, the people here from Peru, excellent facilities. Katia? Well, we are happy to have at home, as I said before, the coaches. We have wonderful facilities. We enjoy really when we go to train in those facilities. We feel very proud of our field of play. Carlos? I was in the Pan American Games. I was enjoying that. When it was done, I had the opportunity of being interviewed by a Peruvian press, and I said that it was one of the best facilities that I have seen for softball in the 15 years that I have of international career. And 2 years later, I see them again in optimum conditions. It's quite well. And when the team got here to rehearse yesterday, I mean, they were impressed by the field that raised the enthusiasm. I mean, to go to practice, I mean, had a lot of energy because, I mean, they were impressed by these theater. And the club here, they have not gone to the clubhouse. They have not gone to the batting cage. I know that it's an excellent facility. And I congratulate Peru because when I was interviewed and as the field, I knew that Peru was going to be known through this sport. And I knew that in the following years, Peru was going to leave a print, I mean, a fingerprint. And I'm not surprised because I know that they have been working hard and they have shown the results. I congratulate the group of people here in Peru that has made possible this event, and I wish you a lot of success. Yu-Chun Tsai.
这个场地非常的好，而且也很用心的在维护这球场，让我们的很放心的在这边训练，跟即将到来的比赛。谢谢。
Very good, and the
Muy
facilities
buenas,
is
las
excellent.
instalaciones son excelentes.
We do feel Peru put a lot
Nos
of
sentimos que Perú puso mucho esfuerzo
Peru towards softball.
para el softball.
Muy bien, muchas gracias. ¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Well, thank you very much. Is there any other question? Please raise your hand through the app. Janina? Yes, I have one question for Chinese Taipei coach. I would like to know if you have found some differential factors. I mean, the fact of playing in a South American country, maybe climate, environment. Have you found any difference? And how are you going to face that?
Uh, 其实秘鲁的气候跟我们现在台湾台北的气候差不多，可是是早晚稍微比较不一样。那还好，气候上面调试的还蛮 OK 的。现在可能是在于就是时差上面，时差现在这一两天也调整的非常好。OK。
Actually, the climate here is almost the same as Taipei in December, and the only problem for us is jet lag. But we came here 3 days before, so we already like quite comfortable with this, and there is not a big problem for us.
Muy bien, siguiente pregunta para Miguel Toledo.
Next question, Miguel Toledo. For all coaches, for the Peruvian coach, no, because she knows what is to train and the climate. What do you think about climate and Lima, the environment in this time of the year? And what do you think about they are having in the time they are having in Lima, in the capital city? Jamir. Well, thank you for your question. For us, the girls are in an adapting period. It's a climate similar to Medellin in Colombia. The majority of players are from the Caribbean coast. They are between Cartagena, Barranquilla, Montería, and Sincelejo, referring to some of the departments in Colombia. I think that it is a factor that will not really affect a competitive condition because they have some of them have been in another tournament here in Lima. They know the environment and the climate. And I think it's a pleasant environment. where the language is just the same. It's softball, the only language, and I think that factor is not a limiting factor. It will help us to compete. Nancy? We are pleased with the climate. We are from different areas of Mexico, and the climate is quite changing as well. The only difference is that right now, I have all the climate conditions. We were in Spain with the cold and rain, in Colombia with humidity and heat, a lot of sweating. And I think that here, this is something comfortable, is cool, but pleasant, not something that will affect the mobility or anything for the game. So while it doesn't rain, I think the conditions are excellent to play. Well, Carlos, for us, what I have received from coaches, it's a little bit cooler than what we are used to. We are a Caribbean country in Puerto Rico. Its temperature is even at this time of the year in December, it's above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I do not know how much is in Celsius, but it's good to play. It is good to play, and I understand while it's not in the evening, it's good to have this climate. I do not know in the evening if the cold may affect a little bit our players because they are not used to play in a cold weather. Chinese Taipei, you talked about the climate. Do you have anything else to add?
Okay. Our coach says our answer is the same as previous. We adapt well, and there is no any problem for us. Okay.
Muy bien. Última pregunta, porque los equipos tienen que seguir
Last
entrenando.
question, because the teams will have to move out now. They have to go back to their hotels. So Janina Gonzalez has the floor for the last question of this press conference. Janina, you have the floor.
Janina, te escuchamos, ¿eh? Adelante.
Janina, you have the floor.
No, no se escucha.
We cannot hear.
A ver ahí.
Now.
¿No? Janina.
Janina.
Bueno. Igualmente,
Well,
Janina, ¿estás ahí, Janina, o no?
Are you there, Janina?
Bueno, tenemos algunos problemas.
Okay, we have some technical issues on the Janina side. So this is the end of the press conference, the first press conference of this tournament. We wish luck to these 5 teams and a lot of successes of tomorrow. And we're sure that we're going to have a first level softball here in Lima, Peru. And to our colleagues, we invite you to participate in the second press conference that will start at 11:30 Lima time, where we have US, Netherlands, and Czech Republic. These are the 3 other participating countries in this competition. And we wait you in the Villa Maria complex to enjoy this tournament. So we are ready to answer any question you may have. Thank you for your time. And thank you very much, coaches, for being with us today. Thank you very much.